Let's get the latest developments live from The Hague with our One News anchor, Angela Lagunzad Castro. Angela brings us up to speed. Angela, what's the latest situation over there?
Yes, hi Pauline. We're still here at the ICC here at The Hague, Netherlands para sa continuation nga pangalawang araw ng confirmation of charges si Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte at kanina nagpresent pa rin ng mga mas malalalim na ebidensya ang prosekusyon. Pero bago tayo magpatuloy Pauline, kausapin lang natin ng mabilis si Attorney Nery Colmenares. Oo, andito siya kasama natin para magbigay ng kanyang reaction. Of course,
Hi, Pauline.
Pauline is
Yes.
there with us today.
Hi.
What is your reaction to the recent presentation of the prosecution and the victims through their legal counsel?
Well, we're very happy with the way it was presented. The prosecution was able to enumerate the elements of the crime against humanity, and then presented the evidence that they will use during trial to support the allegation. So, yeah, it was well done, very methodical, very coherent, and really legal arguments to prove the four elements, widespread or systematic attack against civilians, pursuance of a policy with knowledge of the attack. So they were able to prove that. President Duterte not only knew, but he ordered the killings. He not only ordered the killings, he encouraged the killings by promising rewards and promotions and, of course, pardon and amnesty. And lastly, he funded the attacks. There was a mention of funding for the attacks. So yeah, we're very satisfied, more than satisfied. And it gave us a lot of confidence that the charges will be confirmed.
Well, this day, highlighted the Duterte kill list, and some video and audio presentation
Yes.
na nagsasabi na si Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte na pag bumunot ng baril, barilin. Kapag di bumunot ng baril, barilin pa rin. So, let's say for example, assuming we're going to the full trial, how
Yes.
admissible are these videos in the case?
Yes, admissible yan unless, of course, maybe if the court will ask for verification. So probably the prosecution will have to ask the TV station and say, did you record this? It's just an affidavit of publication. We use that in courts. For example, it was published in a broadsheet. We asked the broadsheet, can you issue an affidavit of publication?
But
the same with the TV.
Is this good enough to confirm any charges?
Oh, yeah. Confirmation. They don't even need to go into that. Kasi this is just a probable cause hearing by analogy sa trial. If the prosecution, if the defense demands and the court orders, yeah, it's very easy because I don't think the TV station will lie and say, oh, we didn't publish that. It's not the one we took. So, yeah, it's very easy, not too difficult.
Now, before we let you go, Pauline, do you have any question for Attorney Nery?
Yes, Attorney. Itong pag-focus ng prosecution sa word na neutralize, how important and central is that to the argument of the prosecution?
Well, it's part of the argument. Other than neutralize kasi, well, the main, of course, evidence, kumbaga allegation, is he ordered kill. They also use the word neutralize. So it's an additional aspect. The prosecution wanted to show that when President Duterte or Oplan Double Barrel with the memorandum circular said neutralize, they meant kill. And I think that I heard the prosecution say, that's how we interpret it in Netherlands, that's how they interpret it in the Philippines. And they showed a that's the first time I heard of that. The President Duterte's list has, the list of names and the pictures, and then they would put X every time somebody dies. And then in that list, they put an X on the day that Mayor Espinosa was killed and said in that list of the government of President Duterte, neutralized. So for us, that's one more very strong evidence that the word neutralize means kill. But even if they argue, oh, it doesn't mean because the defense used that also, that it doesn't really mean kill, the fact that he said kill, didn't say neutralize. When he speaks on TV, he doesn't say, I will neutralize you all. He says, I will kill you all. So that's more than enough, actually. So it's just an additional aspect that the prosecution added using the word not neutralize.
All right, Pauline, sobrang busy nito ni Attorney Nery. Kailangan na niyang bumalik at may nag-aantay pa sa kanya. For the meantime, maraming salamat po sa inyong oras. As always, Attorney Nery Colmenares.
Thank you po.
Huli ko na po ito. Thank you. Okay, Pauline. So, going back to the hearing today, kasi alam mo yan si Attorney Nery Colmenares, lahat yata ng programa natin, tinayuan niya, so
Oo nga.
napakabait nga. So, anyway, today, nagsa-start na rin ulit yung pangatlong batch, ng kumbaga ng confirmation of or presentation ng this time around ng mga victims through their legal counsel. So antabayanan din natin yan dito sa mga nangyari. But ang highlight nga nitong presentation kanina ay yung pagpresenta ng prosecution ng photo gallery supposedly na pinaparade publicly ni Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte at may witness ang prosecution. Sinabi nila na ito daw list na ito ay ginagamit talaga once you're on the list. Ibig sabihin ay talagang mamamatay ka. Kumbaga nagkaroon pa nga ng example doon ang prosecution na sinabi nila yung si dating Mayor Espinosa Sr. ay namatay, gano'n din si Rolando Paruhinog. So it's actually a kumbaga sandamakmak na mga audio and video presentation ang mga inilahad today ng prosecution. And generally, yung mga nakausap natin na of course na nanood doon katulad nila Attorney Nery Colmenares, Attorney Cristina Conti and other people are generally happy doon sa naging presentation nga ng prosecution. I was trying to get in touch with Attorney Sal Panelo. Kanina nandito siya para alamin naman natin para sa kabilang panig, 'di ba? Kasi all sides all the time tayo, Pauline. Kaya lang kasi during the break sabi niya kain lang muna siya tapos biglang bumalik na siya kasi I was talking to other people pa. So mamaya we'll try to get his side pa rin para malaman natin. Kasi nung kakwentuhan ko lang siya off air, sabi niya inantok daw siya. Lagi daw siyang inaantok. Sabi niya ganun, boring daw. So yun pa lang yung nakuha ko sa kanilang panig. But yesterday, he said na itong mga issue na pinupukol kay Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte ay lumang tugtugin na. Para sa kanya ay hindi na ito bago. Pauline.
Actually, Angela, si Mac, yung kasama mo dyan, nakausap si Attorney Sal kanina habang kumakain
Oo,
siya.
doon kasi siya kumakain sa dulo. Nandoon si Mac. Oo.
Na-interview naman ni Mac at ang sinabi nga ni Attorney Sal doon, wala pa rin katotohanan lahat ng prinesenta ng prosecution. Pero I'm curious, Angela, dyan sa loob ng chamber, ano yung mood doon sa gallery nung parehong partido, parehong side, doon sa mga victims, pati na rin sa mga allies ng dating Pangulo?
Oo. Okay, so very strict dito sa gallery we have to follow the rules Pag pumasok kami doon, wala kami dapat na hawak na iba. Kung kailangan namin mag-take ng notes, papayagan nila kaming magdala ng ballpen at saka ng notebook, pero other than that, wala. So kung kami ay kailangan gumamit ng cellphone, ng para makipag-usap sa inyo sa mga programa natin, pwede kami doon sa media center. Pero kung kami ay magi-interview, kailangan namin lumabas. Hence, I'm outside right now. Doon sa mood, the time na pag ako kasi ang mga media kasi meron kaming ID, Pauline. Ito, I'll show it to you here. Meron kaming ID so that we could go in and out of the court at saka dito ng ICC building dahil iniintindi naman ng ICC yung trabaho natin mga journalists at we have to move around and interview people at para tayo ay lumabas sa sa TV at maging on air. Pero yun nga doon sa mood pag nakikita ko doon kasi sa bandang gilid doon nakapwesto yung ilang mga grupo from Duterte Panagutin Network. Kasama nila yung ilang family members ng biktima ng EJK. Sila ay intently talagang nakikinig lang doon sa nangyayari sa courtroom kasi actually pag may mga nakita nga yung security guard na parang napapapikit, tinatapik nila kasi bawal matulog So pero so far si Attorney Sal Panelo hindi pa yata nahuli na siya ay nakakatulog daw. Pinipilit ko tignan yung mga reaction of course ng defense dahil nga ito ay araw ng mga prosecution at saka mga victim. So far nakatingin lang din sila listening. We have kasi doon we have earphones to listen doon sa gallery. Yun lang naman talaga. Tapos yung ibang journalists are there. Actually yung option doon sa earphones that we have have ay may mga iba't ibang languages because of course invited no ang more than 70 foreign journalists also dahil dito sa historical moment na ito that this is a first Asian na leader na dinidinig dito sa pre-trial chamber. So yun ang mga nakita natin dito, Pauline.
Alright, well maraming salamat para sa update na yan. That was One News anchor Angela Lagunsad Castro reporting live from The Hague.